WIFTV-PM.
Maze Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like May said. Randy said a Juke-a-thon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, that not that far.
Alright, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this family.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. Alright, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
Hi, I'm Cornell Dantzler, and I'm in a runoff election for the new 21st Ward, a true public servant, someone you can trust. I'll be bringing beauty and functionality to the ward by bringing in the Department of Streets and Sanitation, the Department of Transportation, the Department of Water Management, the Bureau of Electricity, the Department of Forestry, and Animal Control. So I'm asking you to punch 51, Cornell Dantzler, for Alderman of the new 21st Ward.
Punch 51 for Cornell Dantzler.
Dr. Craig Williams, former CPS administrator, on what he saw when Paul Vallis ran Chicago Public Schools.
I was there when Paul Vallis turned our schools around. Don't let anyone tell you different. Paul Vallis invested in our long-neglected neighborhoods, building new schools and updating facilities on the south and west sides, awarding a majority of contracts to minority and women-owned companies. I saw the results. I was there when math and reading scores went up in our schools.
Paid for by Vallis for Mayor.
I'm Brandon Johnson. As a husband, dad, teacher, and county commissioner, I know firsthand the challenges facing our communities. I'm running for mayor to make it easier for working people and families to make it in Chicago, to stop the crime that's paralyzing our city by getting serious about addressing the root causes of crime, mental health, poverty, and hopelessness, and to get tough on fighting the waste in the CPD budget. As mayor, I'll train and promote 200 new detectives and hold officers accountable if they abuse our trust. I'll make our public transportation safe and reliable, improve our schools, and strengthen our neighborhoods by investing in the people of Chicago. I'm the only person running for mayor with a balanced budget plan to do these things without raising your property taxes. The only one. I'm Brandon Johnson, asking for your vote on or before April 4th. Together, we can move the city forward and make Chicago work better for all of us. Paid for by Friends of Brandon Johnson.
Dr. Craig Williams, former CPS administrator, on what he saw when Paul Vallis ran Chicago Public Schools.
I was there when Paul Vallis turned our schools around. Don't let anyone tell you different. Paul Vallis invested in our long-neglected neighborhoods, building new schools and updating facilities on the south and west sides, awarding a majority of contracts to minority and women-owned companies. I saw the results. I was there when math and reading scores went up in our schools.
Paid for by Vallis for Mayor.
Let me ask you something. Do you know what you done? You done started some mess. Thought I should tell you what's on my mind. I gotta get it off my chest. Gave you all that I could give. Seems like it's never enough. Oh, didn't I give you gems? And I treated you right when things got rough. I never wanted you to hurt, but one day you'll see how it feels when somebody does to you what you done to me. 'Cause you know you done me wrong. I feel the love is gone. 'Cause you done Sick and tired of back and forth. This isn't battle, it feels like war. Every time I try and do good for you, you just slam my face in the door. I never wanted you to hurt, but one day you'll see how it feels when somebody does to you what you done to me. 'Cause you know you done me wrong. I feel like the love is gone, 'cause you done me wrong. I don't always get it right, but what we had would be for life. 'Cause you you did me wrong and you know it. Did me wrong and you know it. Yeah. Tell me, why did you do me this way? Oh, why did you do me this way? You are responsible for all my stress. Yes, you are. More and more each day you seem heartless. I just needed you to know you were gonna reap what you sow.
You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. Apply not to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why you make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time, I won't do it. I think it's 'cause the way you talk to me, know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why you make it easy. Say, to take it easy.
WIFTBPM.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to Senate. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. Enough to seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Mace Jackson Show. I see I got them all coming out, man. I see they coming out the woodworks. They done stopped lurking and started speaking. It's like, no, when he riding out, now everybody want to get to talking. It's all good, though. My duty is done. This is the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. This Thursday, the 30th. Riis, you realize it's only 2 more days to the month? You realize that we will have completed the first quarter? Do you realize that it will only be 9 months left in the year? Riis, how we just started at 1. You know, like 1-1. Now we at 3:30. Riis, I don't know what to man, Joe, you been on my head again. You was on my mind again yesterday. I was thinking through this. We gonna have to start over the next weeks, y'all. We gonna have to quiz Riis. We gonna have to make sure he's staying up on this stuff. I'm gonna start making him give a political report on the regular. So if he ain't got his political stuff together, then we gonna look, y'all. There's so much going on. I'm feeling all types of ways. People can I tell you what, man? The reality is that regardless of what happens in this election, it is going to be great for business. Do you understand that? Like, it's going to be great because the world is all topsy-turvy, and what business people need is stability. They need to know, like Riis, you know, it's like they can't deal with all the craziness. You know, they all having heart attacks. It's going down right now. When I tell you it is going down right now, it is going down right now in the world of politics. Man, it's a slugfest. They out here swinging, slamming, slopping people around. They talking about people's mamas now. They done went to their grandmamas. They done started talking about abuelas. They doing everything now, Riis. They like it's all. I wouldn't even be surprised if somebody try to come through here again. Oh, Reese. This is the Mace Jackson Show, man. I can't wait for this to be. You know, I was just thinking about what it's going to be like to wake up. People been asking me, what you going to do when you wake up? You know what I'm going to do, Reese? Go back to sleep. Matter of fact, I might wake up at 4 o'clock, go holler at my cousin, and then get back in the bed and be like, Yeah, think about this. When I first started this, Reese, you couldn't even tell. That's how I got my cousin. Because you couldn't. It's like, I got to tell you, I've been thinking about how much the world has changed in the last 5, 7 years, 10 years since I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I got to tell you, like, hey, Reese, you ever notice how, like, when we come in here and it be super dark? And then you walk out and they be like, hey, we've been grinding, we've been in the lab. You know, like when people say I'm going off the grid, I feel like this show has kept me off the grid. I be seeing people at the parties, they don't call us no more. They be like, you ain't coming no way. It's too early. It's too late, you know, because I get in there. Reese, I'm just thinking about all the things that I'm going to get to do, man. Yesterday we had, okay, can I ask y'all a question? Okay. I know this is off the topic. But Reese, yesterday for dinner, the G-Baby came over, right? My daughter say I be bogus because I cook every night except for the night that she come over, right? And she like, look, Dad, could you make dinner, right? So I was like, yeah, but I was supposed to pick up my G-Baby yesterday, but I couldn't because we was in overtime with my cousin, right? So my cousin came, he said, meet me at the Honeycomb Hideout. Right? I was like, hold on. You don't meet us at the... No, meet me at the... Hey, yo, meet me at the Honeycomb Hideout. Wait, I told you about the Honeycomb Hideout? Yeah, meet me there. I was like, cuz, we got a whole studio. Meet me at the Honeycomb Hideout. I'll be there. All right, now. Secret knot. Cuz, is that you? Keep it low. Keep it low, cuz. Hey, Joe.
I also got the hood on, trying to
Man, I gotta tell you, dog. My cousin is a bad man. Like, if you ain't listening close, cuz will get you, dog. Cuz will get you. And I would tell you yesterday, I was like, you know, I said, you know what? Today I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to listen. You know, when they be like, that boy good. That boy good. And so can I say this? And I'm going to put this out here real quick. I think that there's been a lot of speculation. I remain undecided, Reese. I remain undecided. You know, my cousin told me yesterday. Hey, I didn't even tell you what he said. But, Reese, I still remain undecided. But Reese, he almost had church service yesterday. He almost had him saying amen in the back. They was like, oh, look at your cousin. He's so cute. Well, you know, when your cousin come from out of town and you could bring him outside, and all the people, your friends, your girls that you know, they'd be like, where your cousin from? I was like, oh. Anyway, y'all, so much going on in the world. It's fun because I ain't gonna even tell you. Anyway, Reese, I was just thinking about, like, I might mess around and call my wife up and say, hey, on Friday after we get off this show, we might have to go get on a plane or something, dog. I might have to call, because ain't it Easter next week too? Man, I don't know if, I ain't going no Easter egg hunting. I might have to get the G-Baby a 5 basket and get on a plane and get up out of here, man, because, oh, Reese, don't y'all think that I think that the Den, for all of these wonderful years of service that we've put together, don't y'all think y'all should just send me to Jamaica for a week? I'm just saying, man. I mean, I've been out here. I've been toiling. I done went through the winter time. I done did all the stuff. Reese people calling me up. White people calling like, you can't leave. You're so important to the black community. I'm like, you white person, you can't tell me that I'm important to the black community. You take the black people to say you're important to the black community. But Reese, it's been really interesting. I don't know if I want to do like an all-star show next week and all-stars and just be like, just invite everybody to come on through. Or do I just kind of roll on out and just mind my business? I almost feel like I want to roll out, mind my business, and say, see you later. But it's the Maze Jackson Show. Hey, we are going to be broadcasting live, Reese, from Obsidian, though. Whatever happens the last day, it's got to be a party. All right, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, you better... next Friday at Obsidian, live broadcast, DJ Riis, the ruler, Maze Jackson. I'm going to try and get Ruthie. I'm going to try and get Todd. I'm going to try and make it... Man, we might have to get I don't know how we're going to do this, but we got to do it. So, y'all ready? Because it's almost over. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, he been awful quiet back there. DJ Riis, the ruler. How you feeling today, man? I feel like you know what Reese feel like when you know, like, you ever been on vacation and then it's like the first day you be cool, then the second day you start counting the days you got left. And it be like, I got 5 whole days. But you be like, dang, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. DJ Riis, the ruler, how you feeling this morning?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest, man. A little tired, man.
Now, what you tired for?
Man, you know, unpacking stage, man. Unpacking, and then after I unpacked late and went out to get something to eat at like 9. It wasn't a good idea.
Why you do that, Reese?
Because I was.
And then did you have a drink while you was out?
Yeah.
Reese, why you do that?
I only had, so I was like, I'm only gonna have one. But
Reese, you can never just have, because the first.
Yeah, but what happened
they
was
loaded it.
Man, and then like, you know how they like usually put it in the cup and then pour it in your cup. You know how they have it like shake it up in that little. She gave us the thing, so we poured our own drink. So it was like 2 in 1, and it was so strong. So yeah, man. But I was unpacking yesterday and everything, so it was a busy day. But yeah.
All right, Reese.
You know, I got a double today.
Oh yeah. Just think though, Reese. Let next Friday, you be single dipping.
I'll be double next Friday too.
Look at Reese. Next Friday, next Friday, you won't be double dipping.
Next Thursday first. Yeah, I won't do. I'm sure I'll be doing.
You might be doing something though. I'm still thinking, right? I'm still like Reese. Did I get you to give me a writing sample yet? I gotta get a writing sample from you. Although realistically, lobbying is really the gift of the tongue, right? It's the can you persuade, the art of persuasion. Reese, and I was thinking about you, man. I was thinking you might not even have to cut your shag off.
Oh, you know.
I might even let you keep it in colors, right? Because then because you know this a new world we live in, and so like the young people be like, ooh, that's fresh. Like me, I'd be like, cut that mess off. But you know, we got the Crown Act down in Springfield and everything, so they'll probably ban me for telling you got to cut your hair.
Yeah, you know
that could make me progressive. Can you dye your whole hair green, and then you go all green, and we go to Springfield, and I'm be like, see, I told y'all I'm progressive.
Yeah, it might be a little bit too much, but yeah, no.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we thinking about I'm thinking about changing a man's life. We got the see, but you know, Reese, when we go to the restaurants, you can't be wearing them t-shirts. See, I got your history, right? We got to play Reese's greatest hits. Reese, if we go to the cut dog, you got to put on the suit tie, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I know that already.
No, I would wear F your mama shirt.
That's it. I said, you know, I don't really, you know.
Look at my spin. Give me the spin. Hit me with the spin.
No, I mean, I get it, but you know, I already say I said, if you're innocent, I just think it's sad that you have to wear a suit to even show that if you know you didn't do it. But
you're not wearing the suit at this point for them.
Oh no,
you wearing
the
suit for the people that's gonna pay you.
Oh yeah. I get that game anyway. Like I'm telling you, I sit back. It looked pretty cool, man. It looked pretty cool, and then it looked pretty cool when you be like really knowing stuff. And you listen to people talk, you be like, yeah, I see why we down so bad right now. Right?
I'm going to tell you go to Springfield, you're going to be like, wait a minute.
Ain't even saying. I went somewhere with y'all, and I had this sign nothing to go. That right there I love it. Like, stuff like that is always good, man. So, I said it's different, man. I'm definitely, you know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. That's DJ Riis, the ruler. On the ones and twos. DJ Riis the ruler. Looks like we all locked and loaded. So let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Can I ask one question? So Riis, I told you about the $82 chicken. Did I tell you about the $82 chicken? Couple weeks ago, went out to eat with the family, and I said, let's just get a whole chicken. That son of a gun was $82 for one fried chicken. Now it was all 8 pieces, but $82. So let me tell you what I did yesterday, Riis. So yesterday after I met with my cousin, not that cousin, the other cousin, I was supposed to pick up my G-Baby, but I didn't pick up my G-Baby. So my daughter picked up the G-Baby, and I said, meet me at the house. And I was like, because, she always complains. She be like, Dad, I had to work today, and now I have to cook. I be like, welcome. You newfangled women just ain't got it together, right? Y'all knew. I mean, how am I supposed to work? First of all, she only got to go in one day a week. The one day a week she got to go in. I'm too tired to cook. I'm famished. So, I can't have my G-Baby running around here not eating right. And, my baby, my daughter, Dad, I ain't cooking today because it's a little bit too late. Y'all done got me wound up. So, Riis, we ordered soul food yesterday. Now I'm thinking to myself, baked chicken, soul food restaurant. Now, you go to white people and you get fried chicken from white people, they feel like it's a delicacy. You ever had fried chicken from Joe's? They think that's the best thing in the whole entire world. I'd be like, y'all crunch don't even stay on the chicken. But white folks at Joe's, when they order the fried chicken, they just be like, it's a fried chicken. Oh my God, I got it from Joe's. So Yardbird, go there, $82 chicken, Riis. I say, let's take it to a neighborhood joint. So I ordered from Jordan Soul Food yesterday. And what I've got to, Riis, how much does baked chicken cost in the hood?
Who's selling baked chicken in the hood?
Like I'm saying, like if you go to MacArthur's, you go to like a restaurant, like one of them restaurants, like a Sunday restaurant where they make the whole stuff.
Like $20 is a little bit around there.
For baked chicken?
For like a whole meal?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, like $20. Either like a chicken.
But how many pieces you get?
I usually do like white and dark. So, if you do white, they usually like breast wing you, and then, you do dark, it'd be leg, thigh, something like that.
Riis, why is baked chicken white or dark $38?
Yeah, what you be ordering?
For 2 pieces of chicken, some yams, and some sweet potatoes. I said, excuse me? $38 for 3 pieces of chicken, 2 pieces of chicken? And got the nerve to be like, if you want an extra piece, it's $10. Riis, how in the heck is it over $120
COVID, man,
to eat some dang on baked chicken? Now I gotta tell you, I feel like because Jordan's is a soul food restaurant in a white neighborhood, so I feel like they be like, we gonna get these white people. Because white people feel special when they get soul food. You know what I'm saying? They be like, I'm going to get some soul food. I got some soul food. Riis, $120 for some chicken?
That's why you just gotta go to one of them little regular restaurants and get you a 6-piece with some mild sauce.
I told my daughter, I said, man, it's a Popeyes. Now, if that Popeyes across the street wasn't so damn Popeye-ish, I was like, y'all about to eat some Popeyes. My kids be like, hey, what you think about Reese? And then on Uber Eats, I feel like they don't even got no regular restaurants no more. It's like they just be like, oh, we finna stick them up. So anyway, it was great to have dinner with the family yesterday, but I must tell you, baked chicken, Joe. Baked. I ain't even talking about all breasts. And then you know what a baked wing is like? It's like not having a wing at all. A baked chicken wing, while it tastes great, is like not having a wing at all. So at least you got to give me both of them. Reese, it was too much. Oh, Lord, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler Reese. I know I done went off the rails a little bit, but we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to hit some of these headlines. Plus, the chicken was good. I ain't going to lie. The chicken was definitely. Let me tell you what. If the chicken wasn't good for $38, Reese, we was driving over there. Oh, we was driving over there. And I do think they just be like, we finna get these white people. Because the white people be like, oh, and can I get a side? They be like, $15. $15 for some greens?
Nah, you know it's a surcharge.
No doubt. I'm talking about I'm talking about the price on the joint.
On Uber or on the actual
on the Uber Eats app, when you go to the surcharge at the end.
Nah, Uber Eats put a spin to that.
They put a surcharge on the menu too?
Yeah.
So if the chicken was $20 and they put 18 on it or something?
So if the chicken say 20, it probably was like 15. Yeah. So like yes. So like
I'm cutting Uber Eats out.
Yeah, so like if you order from us, from Uber Eats, a side will cost you $5, but if you come in, it's only $2. If you order, yeah. So like on your app, it's gonna say $5. You know, that's why we send our customers the actual receipt in the bag to see how much we actually charge, and then how much Uber Eat.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't eat chicken thighs, fam.
I was gonna say, did you not lock the door? Yeah, I was just gonna know you came in last. I was just gonna ask you. I heard.
Hey y'all, Reese gonna set me up twice this week. We got somebody just walked in the door on me again. The door, I hear the door click, and I know one of them is armed too. Oh, damn. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I could have been shot up in the studio. This is why I got to get up out of here. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll continue these conversations. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Shout out to Cassandra Matz. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and vote for her. I heard some people acting up out there in the suburbs. Y'all better get out there. If you live in Olympia Fields, vote for trustee Cassandra Matz. That's our girl, right? She been putting it down for years and years and years and years. That's okay. And they said, what? All right. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host. We'll be back. Don't nobody eat no damn chicken thighs. Reese, you eat chicken thighs? Yolanda! That's all right. It's okay. Reese, then you should hang out with Tennille, because she'll bring a bag of chicken thighs like, hey guys, I got your chicken thighs. I'll never forget she brought that bag of chicken thighs. Like, we was all fired up. It was peach wings. We thought it was what? She's like, oh, look, we've got you thighs. That bag sat up there for like 4 days. Like, everybody walked past the bag. What's in there? Chicken thighs. What's in there? Chicken thighs. What's in there? Chicken thighs.
Grab me some bread, and I'd have been like, all right, some hot sauce, and we'd have been gone and popping.
Nah, I can't eat no chicken thighs, man. And no chicken thighs, no drumsticks. My parents used to force the drumstick. Every time you come, it'd be like all the good pieces of chicken, and on your plate is the dang on drumstick. And you know what I hate about the drumstick? You ever eat a drumstick? The little bone on the side and that little flappy piece of fat. I'd be like, oh, I don't want none of this. Anyway, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus,
From 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 AM. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
My name is Cassandra J. Matz, your candidate for Village Trustee of Olympia Fields. I've been a resident of Olympia Fields for 30 years. I believe in building strategic partnerships, establishing governance boundaries, and have and will continue to dedicate my life work as a respected and credible voice when it comes to decision making. Olympia Fields has always been a community of familiarity and comfort, and I want to make sure the village stays that way. On April 4th, vote for me, Cassandra J. Matz, for your Olympia Fields Village Trustee. Paid for by Citizens for Cassandra J. Matz.
Democratic leaders are endorsing Paul Vallis. Alderman Sophia King says,
Paul Vallis is a pro-choice Democrat who will protect our values.
Senator Dick Durbin added,
we can count on Paul to strengthen Chicago's economy and create good-paying jobs.
Jamal Green says,
Paul Vallis will deliver for all Chicagoans.
Alderman Tabarez added,
Paul Vallis will make sure we not only have more police, but better policing and real accountability.
Secretary White says,
Paul Vallis will bring our city together and collaborate to solve problems.
With Chicagoans struggling with rising taxes, prices, and interest rates, leading Democrats are endorsing Paul Vallis because he has a real economic plan that creates jobs. 1. Reclaim vacant properties and invest to revitalize the South and West Sides. 2. Provide low-interest loans for small businesses that create jobs. 3. Bring every community into the budget process so no one is left behind. Paul Vallis, the only Democrat running for a stronger economy and safer streets.
Paid for by Vallis for mayor.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion have to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:43 a.m. I'm Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. As we head over to sports, the Chicago Bulls back at the UC taking on the Lakers, as the Lakers will win 121-110. Opening day in baseball today. Cubs will be hosting the Brewers as the Sox will be in Astros. Let's head over to traffic now on the Kennedy. Head to the Loop will be 40 minutes. Outbound will be 18 on the Edens. From Deerfield to Exchange will be 40 minutes. Outbound will be 28. The Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 37 minutes. Outbound will be 28 minutes. The Stevenson, 40 minutes. I-355 to the Dan Ryan. Outbound will be 30. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 36 minutes. 27 minutes to I-80. While the Dan Ryan, 17 minutes to the Loop, 12 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Drive, 55th to Jackson will be 7 minutes. Jackson to 55th will be 9. On the north side, 8 minutes. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 28 degrees and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 54 with a low of 28. I'm Reese the Ruler. Happy Thursday. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
Listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis to rule on the ones and twos. Hey y'all, we gotta get ready, because we got guests coming up. We got people. Riis letting people walk up on me in the studio, man. See, supposed to have my back. You got my way back. I got your back, dog. Just way back. Anyway, y'all.
Got guests coming up at 7 o'clock. We'll be talking to Cornell Dantzler, candidate for alderman in the 21st Ward. Also, we're going to, I got a lot I want to talk about today. Hey, you know, when do we have Kobe on? Was it yesterday or the day before? Day before. So remember we had Kobe on? Can I read you a tweet that I got? Riis. They started. Did I say anything offensive during the Kobe?
About what?
Okay. Did I say anything offensive during the Kobe interview? Because there's a tweet out here.
Well, I know about like what they say you saying.
Hold on, I'm gonna read it to you. First of all, here they go with the snippets. Huss, the real hood hood NA. Hey, at Maze Jack, I saw a snippet of you speaking today about how something was different about them, as in the Indian Muslim community of Harvey. You very carefully tiptoed around what you really wanted to say. We invite you into our community to see who we are. We have been. So they invited me to the community iftar and dinner program Saturday, April 1st, 2023, or Saturday, April 15th, 2023. Let me see this thread. It says, in Harvey, over 40 years, this is our home. We work hard to upkeep the odd block you spoke about. Come join us for this community dinner so we can educate you on who we are and you can learn to pronounce our candidates' names. Here's an article that will educate you on us. Our roots in Harvey are deeper than you would know. I told them, please feel free to email me at maze@wiftaba. Happy to check you out. Twitter, however, is not my thing. But they want to educate me, Riis, on how they keep up. So, do I say? Remember, I was telling you yesterday about the thee, the they, the them.
It's wordplay, and that's what they did. They just took wordplay. What you was just basically is just saying is Harvey is really a black community, and
we thought it was.
Well, that's what we was, and now what you was hearing is that it was a block or two of this small community of, I forgot the nationality of the people, so I don't want to disrespect them, but it was it was like 2 blocks of the
2 different blocks, 2 very different blocks that stood out from the.
See, that's what it is. It's the different. It's the stood out.
But they just said, Riis. They just said, see what. The houses were nice. They weren't dilapidated. They weren't run down. There were people who were out in the front yard. They were cutting grass. It was a different look.
So
like
you make my house. So you get on here and you call my show. I mean, you get on your show and you say that our 2 neighborhoods are different because we've been in this community for 40 years and we worked in our community and our houses.
So, but wait,
yeah,
they said we invite you, right? But again, so I can't use pronouns, but we invite you to our, not who's our, right? Them,
the people that's
them.
No, the organization. So, who's inviting you? Like who's the people that?
The Center for Islamic Teachings and Community Development.
That's who's that. So
is it? Is it theirs?
It's not the nationality of the people that's inviting you. It's who you just said.
I didn't say but I didn't call any nationality. I said the blocks, they look different. They agree it looks different. He just said so we can educate you. Wait a minute.
On the 40 years they done this. But it's really the
we work hard to upkeep the odd block you spoke about.
See, apparently, like you said, that's another. Why is my block odd? What makes
because it don't
odd?
Look like none of the other blocks,
or maybe none of the other blocks look like ours.
Who is our?
Well, maybe no, the other blocks don't.
Which
look
pronouns
like
can I use and which ones can I not?
But you can't say odd. Odd is like it doesn't fit in.
It doesn't.
Don't fit in.
It does not.
But we've been here for 40 years. Now you telling me that what we built because it looks nice. So I'm supposed to live here and have a trash house because you guys don't want to fix.
You guys don't want to fix your.
They won't say you guys. They would. I guarantee. I said it, but they won't say you guys. I'm sure it'll be a different. You know what I'm saying? Like wordplay because the rest of the community would not. You know what I'm saying? Like to adjust and do. You know what I'm saying? Things to their neighborhood.
See why I'm quitting?
But I'm telling you, I can see. I'm telling
so
you.
In a black town like Harvey, you are we are not allowed to say there's a difference. You are. I did not say you're not welcome. Yeah. You are participating in the government of the town, Riis.
In a black,
it's not black.
Just called, but you just said because it's black. Now we're the odd. So you making us stand out. If we have an odd neighborhood, it make us stand out. So it's really wordplay. So that's really what they was. It's really. Do you understand?
But this is the country we live in.
It really wordplay.
Do you understand the black racist? Him, Maze Jackson. Again,
when really you were just trying
highlight
to
the differences. She lives in the second ward. There is a distinct difference between the second ward and everywhere else. I am not. So when you talk about that, I'm not denigrating your history. I'm not denigrating anything. Riis, have you ever driven through a neighborhood and said, "Ooh, these are nice houses"? These houses, like if I drove down that block, I would probably be more likely that it would change my impression of what is happening in Harvey. Didn't no girl say it was 463 abandoned homes in the same ward? Those homes weren't abandoned. Now,
so I understand that, but that's not my fault or the people that don't want our houses to look like that fault. It's really wordplay. I get you was like you just trying to say you was just talking about Harvey and how it looks the majority of the and then when you look at these blocks,
these.
Well,
see,
I wouldn't use them words.
What block would you call it? What would you say?
When you
if I am standing right,
when you come to this part, of the community,
that's a derivative of these.
No, not really.
Yeah, it is
because I say this of the community. You know what I'm saying? This part of the community because it could be any part. So when you come to a certain part of the community,
what part is that? The part where we live? Riis, it's a slippery slope, dog.
That's why I said, and it's really the odd. When they say odd, it's kind of because you're like, why are we the odd blocks in Harvey? Like, why should we be put as the odd blocks? Because we was, I guess, she's like, I don't know, but you know what I mean? Like,
no,
why?
Say what you mean. Mean what you say.
What?
Odd. Different from what is usual or expected.
So are you saying that you expecting our houses to look like we don't care about them?
No,
we would be accepted then.
I'm suggesting that those houses look different than the 263 abandoned houses that live in the same area.
Whose fault is that?
Ours.
When you say ours, like
I'm talking about black people.
Community?
I'm talking about black people.
So because since you said yours and you said you are speaking about black people, so is it our fault that we're the odd ones? Maybe we trying to make the change and you guys are not. So should we stay back like you guys or should we keep moving forward? So when you say odd, it's like it's odd for us to want better, for our own stuff. It's wordplay. So that's why I said like what they say you said odd, and they could take it out of context and they could take it out of context like that when really you was just really trying to say in the community like this.
Like this.
And it could
what's a community like this?
Like you was trying to say, it's majority, a lot of abandoned buildings and all this in the community like this that is known for having abandoned buildings and stuff.
It's odd. It's different to see. Odd means different. It's different to see houses that look like this okay.
Yeah, we have noticed that it is an incredibly change in on this block as well as this block. But we just want to fit in. We apologize. We don't.
I'm not apologizing.
Better than anyone. No, that's what they.
I want to go to the dinner and I want to get. I want to go to dinner and I want to get educated. That's what I want to do.
That's it.
I want to get educated, and then I want to educate you.
See?
So it's a one-sided conversation. Yes.
If you go to the dinner, I don't think it's one-sided, but I think it's more or less of really you just there to like, you know, you can really explain your point, but I don't think teach it, because then it looks
as
like,
Salim says, I am the legacy of of slavery in the country. And so as a descendant of slaves in America, I have a unique perspective when it comes to watching and the development of our communities.
So did you come to this forum or the event? Did you come to this event to actually, like, I invited you to learn about, you know, the community?
I think learning is a two-way thing. Learning is mutual. So come to what's in it for the Black People Media then.
Exactly. So
come
that's
on
when you invite them.
Reese, but didn't I open up the door to everybody?
Yeah, but
I said every
if you
candidate.
come there and just to listen there, as soon as they get done talking, you just want to say your part. It looked like you've driven there just to talk about your part. So now you have to, you know, like listen. Okay, well, I didn't mean to say that. Well, you know what? Now I'll welcome you guys.
They was welcome before,
but since you come, now you be like, since I've come, I welcome you guys.
I listened to a snippet
now
of your show.
Right.
And I decided that I am going to.
I see you let a snippet of my show define me. So I think that you need to, just like how you don't think I understand the community and what's going on. You know what? I feel like we kind of feel that same way, and like we're being attacked for us, trying to say things about our community and what we want. So I welcome you as well to our meeting. And then you handle it like that. But yeah, it's really wordplay. It's really
the search for the gotcha moment.
Yeah, it's the search. Like it's really like you like really pulling it, and because of today, it could be taken like you would have, you know what I'm saying, said that in the 90s, they would have been like.
And that's okay. Why. But this is the dangerous slippery slope that we live on now as Black people. And I told y'all about 11 people call us racist and all of that good stuff. I am going to go, but I don't want to go by myself. So if there's anybody that's willing, April 1st I can't go, I got an event. But if anybody is willing to go with me, I can't go on April 1st.
I know, I said I go on the 15th, let's go.
I would like to go with, I'd like to educate quite a few of us. Us. Oh, wait. Who is us?
I mean, if you identify, like, if you are the person that's identifying the us, I don't think it's bad. Like, you're identifying the us.
But if I say they, if I identify they, then that's when it gets bad.
Correct, because you could be saying us, and because you have a platform like What's in it for the Black People or BP1, when you say us, you could be speaking about your, those two groups, and not even about Black people. Yeah, those two groups. I was specifically pointing out those two groups.
Who are those two groups?
The BP1 and What's in it for the Black People.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, it's wordplay. We gotta adapt. I know. I agree with you. You really didn't do nothing, but like you trying to say, I'll pull anything. Oh, look, he said this, and a snippet. Come on, man. How many times we done seen somebody then just cut a snippet and. That's it. I got it, and then cut it, and you were like, "Man, I said so."
That's the whole. But that's why we live in this gotcha society. That's why I'm quitting, right? Like I am quitting because I think if you were to put my show in the context with everything that's happening for the Black people, then all of this would make sense. But when you want to take it out of context and you want it to be, it's racist and xenophobic. Like I just realized that I am a dinosaur. Like what I realized is like. All the time that I've been on this show is like being in this studio. You know how when we're in this studio, you can't see anything that's happening, and then you go outside. You walked in here, it was dark, and then you walk outside, and now it's a whole new world out there.
So you feel like you finna get out of doing 10. You feel like you finna get out of here Friday after doing 10. Like,
right, and I'm like, oh, y'all got cell phones?
Oh, snap, what's going on?
That's exactly it. I don't feel like there is a place for a person like me in today's society. Not in Chicago. It's just not the brand. The world has changed underneath my feet, and I'm not mad at that. But realistically, I was thinking about this, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. But we don't have any defense, and so not having any defense leaves you open to be misinterpreted, attacked, picked off, called out, etc. And because we don't have a defense or an offense, it's like I'm not finna be standing here just taking incoming shots.
But they waiting on us to spaz out, though. I just want to let you know.
And that's why I'm not spazzing out. I'm walking out. I'm walking out.
And that's why I sat and say they want you to go there, and they want to see your reaction. That's why I said I would just really go there and I would just listen, observe, and because because I see that I'm comfortable. I mean, I'm in another environment, so but I would definitely invite them to a good BP1 meeting, and that's where we gonna have some issues. I mean that's an issue, but that's where we gonna have some talks. And we gonna really be like, all right, well, this is how we feel in here, and we can speak openly up in here we can't. About our black issues.
What? No, because we don't have a home, right? Like, so here's what would happen. What would happen is we'd invite them to a meeting to discuss and to talk from our perspective, right? And then it would be called racist, xenophobic, homophobic, anti-Semitic, anti-whatever else it is, right? Because again, all I'm saying is, man, fam, there's like, I think you should want a nice house. I think you should want to cut your grass. I think that standing on your front lawn and having a nice home behind you is a thing of pride. Maybe it's because I grew up in Bolingbrook. And so when I drive through our communities in a what I used to perceive as a black neighborhood, and I see that we're not doing those things, and then I see someone else who is, and I see it's like a rainstorm, Reese, like a rainstorm where across the street the rain stops. Now, again, if your goal is to have an aha gotcha moment, you're gonna get me every time, and then which is part of the reason I gotta go, right? But if you think about the fact that there's no pushback to that, there's nobody that's gonna be like, nah, he ain't. Everybody gonna be like, yo, and so I'm supposed to sit here and be incoming. So again, I open up the platform to black people to all the candidates.
What's so crazy? It's gonna be no pushback, and the reason why is no pushback is secretly because of black people. Because we've been treated so bad, and now the world want to treat everybody so good. But you know that though, right? Like the reason why the world is doing is because they treated us so bad.
See, they treated us so bad. now it's like, and remember when I told you George Floyd is benefiting almost everybody but us?
That's what it is.
DEI came because of George Floyd, and it's diverse but for us. It's okay. It's okay. No, because guess what y'all gonna be on? Like, real talk, next, Reese, I don't know who's any resistant. Like, who besides us pushes back on anything?
And that's why.
And guess what?
We racist. That's why they say we racist.
Hey, man, our own kids. So good luck. Good luck. You mean to tell me that we drove to Harvey, and the sense if I was in a group that lived in those houses, I would be like, this is an element of pride. We take pride in our homes. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for recognizing that there is a difference between our homes and other homes in the community. What we have done is we have had a concentrated effort to make sure that we make the blocks that we reside on a bright, shining beacon to the rest of our community. Not, well, let me teach you. No, family, you ain't got to show me. I know how to cut my grass. If you look at the outside of my house, it looks the same. Anyway, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. And you know what? It's almost, dang, Reese, you want to do the birthday? We might have to say the birthday because, it's Tamiko's birthday, but we got a guest out there. Okay. So we might have to say the birthday. So y'all hold on. We're going to do birthday after, we'll do that after we do our guest. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler. Shout out to Tamiko Holt, who is having a big old birthday. She want to make sure we know. We'll be back after these messages. When we come back, we'll be talking to Cornell Dantzler, candidate for alderman in the 21st Ward. Y'all, you know what I was going to say? Cornell had a fundraiser yesterday. I ain't even get no invite. Thanks, Audrey. You probably thought you probably like, we can't have the racist Maze there. Lord have mercy. I'm worried about the brother coming on the show because the next thing, if I say, anyway, I'm going to stop. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. When we come back, Cornell Dantzler in the studio with us. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Hi, I'm Cornell Dantzler, and I'm in a runoff election for the new 21st Ward, a true public servant, someone you can trust. I'll be bringing beauty and functionality to the ward by bringing in the Department of Streets and Sanitation, the Department of Transportation, the Department of Water Management, the Bureau of Electricity, the Department of Forestry, and Animal Control. So I'm asking you to punch 51, Cornell Dantzler, for all of the new.
Important announcement, Jamal Green.
Listen, Chicago, we don't need empty slogans. We need to refund our communities. We need results.